What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back. This is your boy, one and only Jonathan Baker. Pray everybody's having a blessed and highly favored day in the Lord. And like always, I just want to jump on here, encourage you, lift up your hearts, speak into your spirits. And this is Authentic Encounters, where we talk about real, raw, relative things. And I just speak from my heart and just want to encourage you. Today, I want to talk about a couple things. I want to talk about discipline and your mindset. Just setting your mind and your affection on things above. In discipline, doing the things you need to do to get things done. Just taking care of business. In 2025, we're taking care of business. We're getting things done. I know maybe we set out a lot of goals last year to get things done in 2024, and it didn't happen. For whatever reason, it didn't happen. But that's not going to happen this year. It's not going to happen for you. It's not going to happen again for me. We're going to set our expectation on things above. We're going to set our affection on things above. And we're going to be disciplined. We're going to do the things we need to do to be successful in 2025. This is just what I believe. If there's something the Lord just dropped in my spirit this morning, I don't know what it is, can't put my finger on it, but I can just feel it moving. Like I feel something burning. And I just had to get on here and share my heart with you. There's no better opportunity than right now. A lot of times God will say something to us and move upon us, and if we don't act upon it right away, then we'll miss our opportunity. So what has God dropped in your spirit lately? What has God been speaking to you lately that you've been neglecting, that maybe you've been procrastinating, thinking, well, I'll get around to it one day? No, today is that one day. Today is that day. Okay? Today marks the first day that you start taking care of business. That you start getting things done. Okay? I promise you. Well, I can't promise you. But I can almost guarantee you, if you start taking care of things that need to be done, you will begin to feel better about those things. You will begin to feel better about yourself. Your self-esteem will rise. You'll feel more confident. I want to take you back late last year. Well, not last year actually, because technically it's 2025. So late 2023, early 2024. I went through a season where I felt like my confidence was gaining, and I felt more confident. I felt more ambitious. You probably could tell it in my videos. I just felt more excited, and I was looking back at some of my videos, and I'm like, I don't seem like I'm giving off that energy like I was. Like I feel like I was really excited. Something was on the rise. Something was definitely on the rise. If you go back, look at like my late videos, like my videos late 2023, early 2024, there was something lit inside of me that was burning. Okay, and I want to tell you what it is, because I realized what it was, and the Lord showed me. He said, Jonathan, you want to know what it was? I'm like, yes, Lord, I want to know what it was. And he says, well, you were taking care of business. You were getting things done. And lo and behold, I didn't realize, how I didn't let time go by. And yes, although you can still be taking care of business and getting things done, well, you could be doing the things, you can just be doing mundane things, but not really having an expectation and nothing happen, because you're not setting your affection, you're not setting your mind on things above. So during that time, the Lord really shifted some things in my mindset, and although everything wasn't perfect in the natural, my mind was shifted and taken to places that had never been. And I was just like, praying to the Lord in my heart. I was like, Lord, I want to be back. I want to go back. I want to live in that moment again. And he says, you'll have your opportunity. You just got to stay disciplined. You just got to take care of business. You got to take care of business. You got to take care of the things that you don't really want to take care of. It's part of your character development. You just got to do the things you don't want to do. Yes, going to the gym is part of that, but taking care of business, doing the mundane of life, but do it in a good spirit. Do it in a good spirit. Making those proper and vital connections with people. That's important. It's not just about business. It's about life. It's about Jesus. It's about ministry. When we reach our hand out to people and give people an opportunity, and we're not just thinking about ourselves. We're not just thinking about what we can gain from that. Yeah, sure, all that's fine and dandy, but it's about the work of ministry. It's about loving one another and remembering that it's all about Jesus. So I realized that, although I was doing the same things, I wasn't getting the same results. It's because my mindset wasn't the same. My mindset has shifted. And not that I had a bad mindset, but sometimes we just get stuck in a pattern of life. And we kind of just go through the motions and hope nobody really notices. So we put on this front. We put on this false reality. Be one way in front of people and another way when you're alone with God. But the real you. You know who you really are. And this is what this is all about. This is why I created this channel. Because I want to be authentic. I don't want to live a double life. And I'm not saying that I was doing anything bad or don't misunderstand me. I wasn't out there doing anything wild, okay? Wasn't like that. It was all about mindset shift. It was all about things that was going on the internal. It had nothing to do with what I was doing on the external. Yes, there might have been some things I was neglecting, some things I needed to take care of, but as far as what my mind was set on, it's kind of up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So it's like, how I tell you gotta set your thermostat? Well, it's true. You do. You gotta set your thermostat. You gotta set your thermostat for the day, not only for the day, but for the week. You gotta set your thermostat for the month. You gotta set your goals. You gotta set out what you want to accomplish for that week or that month. Have a daily or weekly meeting with yourself. Ask yourself, did I accomplish the things I wanted to accomplish this week, this year, this month? And if not, you gotta ask yourself why. This is it, guys. We gotta stop making excuses for ourselves. Every time we make an excuse for ourselves, we're we're not letting down ourselves. We're letting down other people. We're letting down on our dreams. We're letting down on our dreams. We're letting down on what we are really called to do. God is calling us to do big and mighty things, but we can't do that unless our mind is set. Our mind is set on Him, and that doesn't mean just set on Him when we're spending time with Him, but that means set on Him in our goals, and because God wants us to succeed. Our success to God is important. Your success to God is important. He wants you to succeed in all aspects of life. And He wants He said, "Beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper, be in health, even as your soul prospers." It's important that our soul prospers. It is. But we can't neglect the things that we need to do and we need to get done. So this year, I promised myself this. I'm going to do better. You're going to do better. at taking care of business. At taking care of business and getting things done. And no, it's not always going to be pretty, but you are going to start to feel better about yourself. You are going to start feeling better about things that you're doing. And if you, guess what? If you make a mistake, fall short, get back up. Don't beat yourself up. It's okay. We're in this together. We're going to win. We're going to win in 2025. Mark my words. I tell you right today, we are going to win in 2025. Fully alive in 2025. We are going to win. But it's going to take some work. It's going to take a mindset shift. It's going to take some discipline. It isn't just going to fall in our lap. We have to be intentional. You have to be intentional about what you want in your life to be successful, whatever that is, whether it's in your health, your money, your finances, whatever. Your business. You have to be intentional. You don't have to, a lot doesn't have to happen overnight. People go to the gym, they set out this goal, they're going to lose 100 pounds in 2 weeks. I'm like, you got to be realistic, okay? I know we want to be optimistic, and I'm all for being optimistic and setting your faith high, but you got to write down your actions and your actions that you have to take to lead up to that goal. You don't just write a goal down and say, well, I'm going to lose 50 pounds in a week. It's not going to happen that way. What are you going to do to achieve that? How is that going to... And I wouldn't suggest you try to lose 50 pounds in a week, because that's not healthy. Because what's going to happen is you're going to gain it right back. Remember, fast success is usually not good success. Fast success, overnight success, it's fleeting. It's here one day, gone the next. I mean, you see people that hit the lottery. They win a bunch of money, and what happens in 5 years? They're broke. We don't want that. We don't want bad success. We want good success. We want our minds and our souls to prosper. That's why he says he wishes above all things that our soul, that we prosper, be in health, even as our soul prospers. He wants our soul, that soul prospering is important. It's an important aspect of our success. We need for our soul to succeed. Just as much as we need us to succeed in our health, in our finances. We need our souls to succeed. We can't neglect that. So, where our soul succeeds, we spend time in the Word. We spend time with God daily. We do the daily mundane things we don't want to do. We have a good attitude about doing those things. It's important we keep a good attitude. That's why we need to spend time in the Word. We spend time with God, because He helps us have a good attitude about those things. When you go to work, you don't dread going to work. You go to work with a smile. You put on a smile. You put on the Lord Jesus Christ. You put on the full armor of Christ. You put Him on. If you got to, go back and watch this video again. Hear it again. We need to hear the Word daily. We need to repeatedly hear the Word over and over and over and over and over. And not just hear it. Don't just be a hearer only. Be a doer. Go out and do the Word. Be a good fruit. Be a cheerful giver. Go spread love. Go spread positivity. Go encourage somebody today. Somebody that's maybe having a bad day. Go encourage them. That's it, guys. I love you. Stay safe. And see you on the next video. Peace.